Hello everyone, this is Ali Reza. I had to exit previous video preemptively because I had a visitor. Anyway, I remembered that I didn't go through the code, so let's do that. Well, he defines a list of ints for the layer numbers. Then he gets the layers, the names. He clears the list of the numbers, and then he goes into the layers and he adds name to layer from the index and mask without empty, and he does some not that hard to understand beat shifting. I mean, well, you should know that if you have, for example, your obstacle at layer 8, if you do this 8 bit shift left on 1, that is the layer for the obstacle. So he's doing that, then or equals adds flags on different bits. And then, well, this part is redundant. He does the mask field and puts the mask there and returns the mask. So may look confusing at first, but when you get familiar with how bit operators work, it's not that hard. Let's see. I think this is converting to for each. Can it? String name. And can't be converted to link. Well, I use vars everywhere I can. And then this one, yeah, that was convertible to link. So this is your link. Whenever I can, I use link because link is somewhat faster than for loop, unless, keep that in mind, unless you have conditions that you do early exits out of the loop. Sometimes that works faster than link. I had seen one example of that in my very old R&Ds on something for pathfinding, but well, I think in this case it will work, you know. So come on, this was it, okay, and this is the link version. So non-link version, link version. And because I converted that to link, I want to make sure that these operation stuff works, because I'm not that professional in link to see if that aggregate, for example, I don't know what's that. So the only thing I want to see is that my masking is working. So still behaving. Still behaving. Still behaving. Good. Okay. So now we have our helper method actually for drawing any layer masks in any custom windows anytime we want. Okay. So not only for a reorderable list, but also for a layer mask in future if we need to. So now I can get rid of these two lines, and let's take a look at my notes. So we have the within distance. Well, do you really think it's hard? So let's see. So this is within distance. Within distance. By the way, I was thinking it would be neat if I could draw some gizmos or handles in the scene when I have the node selected, or if I have the node on any agent, but that would be crazy complicated, you know. I don't know, maybe not, but you will see. For time being, I want to implement the nodes itself. So under nodes, conditions, we have BT within distance node, and here we have BT within distance node schema. So this guy is BT base node schema, and it's a node attribute, and this guy is BT base node and the node attribute. Cool. Now in here I need to override the initialize and tick. I'm sure in initialize we need to clear our outputs. In here I need to override the initialize and draw node properties. And in here in initialize again outputs dot clear. Now we will have three serialized fields. So serialized field, public, game object, agent, and copy paste, and this is target with capital T, and finally a serialized field of public float distance. Okay, so in tick all we do, we say state equals to the vector tree dot distance between our agent dot transform dot position, comma, the target dot transform dot position. If this is less than or equal to the distance that we sent in, then we have evaluation state success, otherwise evaluation state failure. And this is very straightforward node, so I don't need even to test that. But let's do it in a few seconds. So we have this guy. I will copy this part and I will paste it here. And we have within distance and with lower I, and we don't have that, so create the field color read only equals to distance dot color with manifest. And because I recently made my new icons, I know that it's named distance. Okay. And by the way, these are all used by they are all made using Font Awesome. And in chapter 1, I think I mentioned how to use Font Awesome in Photoshop. So within distance node will return success if that's a very simple node. If the distance between the agent and target game objects is less than or equal to the distance parameter. That's it. Now the name is distance build. Of course, oh wait, I need to draw them. So for drawing them, I'm lazy. We have this can see, and can see has this field for the agent and the target. I will use that and import the namespaces, and we have the space at the end. Now we have another horizontal that says distance, but, and by the way, we need to cast to BT within node, within distance node I mean, here, 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 and here, here, and here. Okay, the agent and the target are the same, but distance is actually, we don't need this typecast. Distance equals to, instead of object field, we have float field. Distance, and there is nothing else here. Okay, so now build, and let's go there. So delete this guy, condition within distance, we connect it here. Now in within distance I can easily go with the distance because the agent is the cube, the target is the capsule, and if you look, the cube is on 0, 0, 0, so the capsule 0 is my distance. So I will say 8, and I reset and tick, and well, we are within distance. But if I say 7, we are failed. We are not in distance because the distance is 0.30 blah, and that's accurate now. Okay, so if I say 7.35, tick, and we succeeded because we say less than or equal. Don't forget that. Less than or equal. Because we are equal, then we succeed. And that's our within distance. Now, can here, well, should I implement it here or in another video? Let's keep it one node per video from now, because interrupt, repeat, these guys are a bit involved. So let's go with one node per video. For time being, have fun everyone. Bye bye.